I'm here in Kyrgyzstan. I have this lovely young man filming me right now who's only probably about 15 years old, and I'm going to try and ride a horse for the very first time here in this beautiful country. Good morning and welcome back to another YouTube video, my first one here from Kyrgyzstan. Look at the backdrop and where I'm surrounded by right now. This is nuts. Look at the views right now. You've got this, I actually don't know what it's called, but it's this red rock, and I believe there's like 7 massive red rocks in a row, and it just looks unbelievable. We pan to the left and look at the greenery here, and there's a river running through all the way here. This is Kyrgyzstan. This is where I'm going to be for the next 2 to 3 weeks, traveling around, exploring this country. This country is very special. 90% of this country is covered in mountain ranges, and there's just so much to explore. There's glaciers, there's lakes, there's so much wild camping opportunity. There's just endless adventure here, and this is the kind of places that we're going to be exploring. Kyrgyzstan is very special for numerous reasons. It still has nomadic roots, so there's people living in yurts. If we pan around, actually more people still live in yurts here than houses, so that's pretty cool. The main form of transportation here in Kyrgyzstan is actually horseback riding. It's not cars, and it's not taxis, and it's not vehicles. It is actually horseback still. So everywhere you go, you'll see horses everywhere. It's actually, I have not really ridden a horse properly. Everyone that's watched my Pakistan vlogs, I went up to Ferry Meadows sitting on the back of a horse, but I wasn't really in control of it, wasn't really riding it. So probably here in Kyrgyzstan, I'm gonna have no choice but to learn if I wanna get around and explore this beautiful country. For now, I've spotted something very fascinating, because over here, there's a little coffee point right on this peak, but there's also an eagle. And here in Kyrgyzstan, eagle hunters are still a massive thing. I don't know what they're actually used for. Maybe some people will know in the comments below, but what I've just spotted over here is mental. Whoa. I've just spawned from Pakistan to Kyrgyzstan, and already everything's changed. Look at this. I mean, the views are already crazy, but just to sit here with an eagle behind me, yeah, this is a pretty crazy shot. I'm about 6-7 hours away from the capital city of Bishkek, and pretty much as soon as you leave Bishkek, everything else just gets super rural, super remote, because there's not much other infrastructure here in the country. Pretty much the capital city, there's not even like high-rise buildings or anything. Everything's only like maybe 10 stories high, and then the rest of the country looks like this. I mean, this is pretty incredible, and this is only the beginning of this journey. Hello, sir. Look at this for a shot. That is wild. Oh my. That is so crazy. The wingspan on that is like 2 meters wide. Look at it. Oh my god, this guy's holding it. Red rocks in the background. Huge 2-3 meter wide eagle. Absolutely nuts. There's a little one here, like a baby. I guess it's a baby eagle. It's much smaller. There it is, just chilling. Obviously here, it's probably more for tourists, but they do actually use eagles. I'm not too sure what they hunt for, but they do use eagles to hunt. Like more the nomadic tribes and stuff there, deep in the wild, do use eagles for whatever reason. So I'd love to know more. I probably should research that definitely before coming and talking about it. But something I do want to mention now, so I'm traveling here, like you've seen probably, with another creator, Victoria. She just spoke to the guy in this little coffee shop, and she was like, I'd love to ride a horse. Little did I know, she's also got a horse coming up here for me, and this is gonna be my very first time. Being completely free on a horse trying to ride it. I don't really know what to expect or how it's gonna go. If I'm honest with you, I'm really nervous, to be honest, because I don't know, I just feel like it could just take off and just, that's it. I'm at the top of a mountain 2 hours away. Why are the kids on the horse like 5-6 years old? This kid is like 3 years old on the horse. I don't know if I feel confident getting on this horse. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I'm actually gonna end up going on it. I'm quite frankly really scared to ride, and it does not give me much confidence. The boys renting the horse are literally, oh my god, they're literally a quarter of my age. I'm so scared. Wow, well, we're on the horse. Guide, yes. Okay. Honestly, I don't mind being guided around right now. Okay, well, me and Victoria are here on horses. She's over there in the distance by herself for now. I have this little local man. Well, I say man, he's probably only about 15, 16, but cool guy. He's going to take me around on the horse for a little bit. We've got 30 minutes on the horse here in the beautiful rural village here in Kyrgyzstan, and I'm going to try my best to take over probably in about 10-15 minutes after we've walked around a little bit, to see if I can learn and practice a little bit what it's like to actually ride a horse. I mean, look how beautiful that looks. Look at Victoria over there. Hello. It looks really, really cool, and it's such a peaceful place, and I can't think of a better place to probably learn to ride a horse. I mean, look at this for a location.
I don't know if your horse will come with me, so I won't go faster.
No, you can. This looks really cool.
By yourself?
Oh, I'd like you to have a little canter.
No,
you can. He wants to. He's like, please. He's like, please. Please let me.
I know, because he's happy.
Wow, got the mountains in the background. So much greenery here. It's just literally everywhere you look is just green all the way around. So beautiful. Well, you wouldn't have captured on camera, but we did go sprinting. To me, it felt like I was going 100 miles an hour. Genuinely, I honestly thought I was going to fly off. My arse was like half a metre in the air, just going up and down. But for now, we're just trotting along. This is much more manageable. I don't know why we're literally touching each other. The horses are obviously best friends, but yeah, that was a mad experience. I literally only probably sprinted for like, I don't know, 100 meters, 150 meters, but you so quickly feel, calm down, calm down. Mine's a bit agitated. I think you can tell that it's my first time on a horse, but calm down. Good boy. There we go. Oh man, it is intense when it takes off. But yeah, we're just going to slowly make our way back now to where the little local boy is waiting for me. I have this lovely young man filming me right now who's only probably about 15 years old, and I'm going to try and ride a horse the very first time here in this beautiful country. I've got a quick introduction of what to do, so now I'm going to give it a go and see if we can put that to practice. Ready, Victoria?
Yes.
Okay, little kick, pull to the left.
Just don't go too fast.
Don't go too fast, she said. I don't really know what I'm doing.
Like you kick a little bit.
I don't think I've ever done anything like that before. Oh my God, well, thank you to this young man for taking a video. I'm sure he'll be happy to see himself on the YouTube. So yeah, that was my first experience here on a horse in Kyrgyzstan. Very, very intense. I definitely did not feel like I had that much control. I mean, I was pulling at one point, like my hands hurt so bad. I was pulling at one point like as fast as I could to slow down, and this horse just wasn't having it. So I think the only thing you can do in that situation is kind of just pull them to one side, left or right, and then they kind of just turn, so they have to slow down. But yeah, it's quite frightening when you don't feel like you have control. There's not many moments in life where you feel completely helpless like that, but yeah, this is one of them, and I'm very glad I've got this young man here to help me walk back all the way to the starting point. But it does look so beautiful. Look at this right now. There goes Victoria in the distance. Such a magical place, and I cannot wait to explore so much more and take you around for the next couple of weeks here in Kyrgyz. 1,700 som?
Yes.
Perfect,
Yes.
there we go. Thank you, boys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fist one? Thank you. Thank you, brother. Amazing. That was like my first experience here on a horse in Kyrgyzstan. We paid 1,700 som, which is, I believe, about £12 to go on a horse for 30 minutes. I had to pay a little bit extra because I did need to pay for a guide, let's say. Basically, I'm very thankful I had this young lad with me, otherwise it would have been a very, very different experience. So yeah, what a beautiful place. My first horse ride here in Kyrgyzstan. Such a special start to this incredible trip that I cannot wait to show so much more about. Okay, just like that, we are back here in the city. Our taxi has dropped us off after being out there in this little rural village. It was about 30 minutes from the main town, I would say, here in rural Kyrgyzstan. As you can see, it's a little bit more built up. There's a bit more buildings, and there's no yurts around. Oh, I say that, there is actually a yurt just here, but the majority of the places are houses. For now, I'm going to see if I can rent some gear, because a very, very exciting adventure is coming up. I'm going to be going on a 2 to 3 day hike, depending how long it takes us, to this lake called Arakul, I think it's called, or Alakul, something like that. And it's one of the most famous hikes here and one of the most beautiful hikes here in Kyrgyzstan. Actually, I'm going all the way up there in the distance to these mountains, and it's, I believe, like a 22-mile loop just to hike it. So it's one of the biggest hikes I've ever done. It's going to be so worth it. I'm going to be wild camping up there by the lake. You do have the option to stay in yurts if you want to, but I want to keep it as rural as possible and also just experience what it's like to be here in the nature of Kyrgyzstan. So that's the plan for the next couple of days, and that will be the next video you're seeing here from Kyrgyzstan. This is a fascinating little shop. This is where apparently I'm going to rent some hiking boots and maybe a backpack. This is what it looks like right on the side of the road in Karakol, and there's a little bell that says "Cool and you will be discovered." There's some hiking shoes there, so let's see what happens. Did you press it?
Yes, that was me.
That was you? Oh wow. Oh, let's see what happens. Oh, hello sir. This is the little hiking shop.
Yes.
Well then, look at this.
Нам нужна обувь и рюкзак.
How come everybody in this country is about 10 years old that's working? Very interesting. There's genuinely nobody else here. Such a cool little shop and everything, look at this. Wow. Okay, backpack rented. There we go. That cost 900 for 3 days, which is about £5, £6 for 3 days. I mean, it's not terrible. It's kind of a non-negotiable for me. I need a backpack to put, I've got tent, sleeping bag, and also a sleeping mat as well. So there's lots to carry as well as food and all other essentials. So it's very important to have a backpack. The one I have right now is not really good enough to attach things to it because obviously we do have stuff that we're gonna have to hang off the backpack as well. So that is why I've got this at this little store on the side of the road, and that's pretty much me all set for this very exciting hike that's coming up in, well, 1 day now. It's actually happening tomorrow, probably be setting off early in the morning, and I'll tell you much more about that in the next video that's gonna come out probably the day after this one. For now though, for the rest of the day, we're gonna quickly go back home to our little apartment that we have, and then after that, I'm gonna get some local food and show you what it's like here to eat in Kyrgyzstan. We're gonna go try some authentic and traditional food here in Kyrgyzstan. I don't know what to expect. I've had a little taste of it on my first day, but I haven't really had much since then. So let's go and try. I believe the local dish here in Kyrgyzstan is called lagman, so I might try that. It's like noodles and broth. It's very similar to other foods I've had around the world, but I'm sure they have their own local twist on it. And I believe they even have their own local food here in Kyrgyz. So excited to try that. We're gonna get in the taxi now and we're gonna enjoy that. Our meal here in Kyrgyz, Kyrgyzstan. Let me just also show you what it looks like to drive around here in the city. I call it a city. I guess it is a city. I don't really know, but it's quite small, but it's still very, very green. There's just not that much buildings. A couple of little shops over there and stuff. But apart from that, it's just a couple. There's probably a handful of like, I don't know, 3 to 4 Western restaurants. I say, well, they have a couple of Western options, but still mostly local food. And then the rest of it is just housing like this. Spasiba. Thank you, sir. Let's get out. Okay, we arrived at the local restaurant. I think this is it here. Actually, there is a little bit of English writing, but a lot of the writing here is all in Cyrillic. I think Russian Cyrillic is the language, pretty much. But yeah, I can't read any of it, so I have no idea what any of it means. But if this is the place, it looks pretty cool, and yeah, it looks really quite modern actually for this city. It's probably one of the most modern places we've been to. Is this the place?
Yes.
Wow, let's go. Look at this. We'll do outside. Sure, we'll go outside. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Oh, there's loads of like traditional music being played here. Oh, okay, we got there. Amazing. Look at these little like tents and stuff outside. This shouldn't get copyrighted because it's just local music, but what a cool little vibe. Look at this, the little seating areas. Wow, look at this for a little setting. I mean, this is cooler than most restaurants that I've ever been to. Look at this, massive table, probably for about 10 people, and it's all like matted up. And we're just in this little outdoor area, and these, and they're not really yurts, but they are probably some sort of traditional like housing. It's really cool. Look at this. Oh, let's have a look at the menu and see what's on offer. This is the most popular place here in the city, and it is a local restaurant, but I believe it probably has some Western influence. If I flick through to the first page, you have like corn dogs and stuff, but we're gonna be trying local food because why not? We're here in Kyrgyzstan. Don't want to be eating anything we've been having from home. Let's try what the best thing is here locally. We have just been served the first dish, which is ashlan pho, which I believe is the local delicacy slash dish here. And it's got these really thick glass noodles along with these other noodles. Now, the noodles do feel a little bit hard, and of course they're probably not going to get much better because it is cold broth. So it's going to be very, very interesting. But we're going to give the noodles a go first, and then we'll try the broth. Here we go. This is my first time trying a local dish here in Kyrgyzstan. Oh, I actually really like it. It's like tomatoey. If it was warm, it would probably be even better, but this is ashlan pho, and this is, let me try the glass noodles as well. So let's just try it all in one mouthful. Here we go. Yeah, I would 100% order that again. That is good. I really, really like that. And this only cost 145 som, and it's not the cheapest you can get it. I know if you go to a more like street side place, you can get it cheaper, but 145 som is about £1.50, something like that. So it's, you know, relatively affordable for almost like a full meal. Oh, tea is here. I was like, oh, what are these bowls of soup? But this is how. Ah, Tashkent chai. This is. Oh, okay. Well, this is how the tea is served here in Kyrgyzstan. It's actually not in mugs or glasses. It is in these little bowls. So I keep mistaking it for soup, but it is actually tea. So we're gonna give that a go as well. Oh, look at all the spices in there as well. That's really good, sweet, pretty hot, and this is what it looks like. So it comes in this like massive jug, and you can probably get like 5 or 6 cups between you both, so it's a pretty good deal. And I think that's about £2.50, which is also about £2.50, £3 for a tea. So yeah, pretty good for 5 to 6 cups. We're gonna enjoy this and then wait for our main dish. My main meal has arrived, and it's, well, presentation, yeah, 3. Taste, we'll get to that in a minute, but this is what it looks like. It's 2 like almost like beef patties, but it's not beef, it's a mixture of different meats, I believe. I actually don't know what meats, as long as it's not horse meat, because I really just don't feel like trying that in a minute. And I've got some rice, vegetables, and mashed potato. Yeah, alright, it doesn't look terrible. And let's be honest, all that matters is how it tastes, so we're gonna give it a go, and hopefully it's not too spicy. Because this is my first real impression of some Kyrgyz food, so I hope it lives up to what I've been told from friends. Okay, that's okay. Nothing I would come back for so far. Okay, now probably the most important part is the meat. Fingers crossed it's okay. We're not going to judge the whole of Kyrgyzstan's food off my first meal, but it is, I'm going to be honest with you, it's average. For what the reviews say on this place, it is the top rated place here in the city. I thought it'd be a little bit better, and the presentation is not great. I mean, it's like it's an okay taste. It's not terrible, and I'll definitely be full from it. And the meat's pretty nice, but it's also not the best meat I've ever had. It just does feel like quite, I don't know, just not the best quality of cut. Well, that's my meal done here in the city. I quite enjoyed it. The teas here are absolutely delicious. They really specialize in teas in Kyrgyzstan. You can just get so many different flavors, and everything's so fresh and herbal, it's delicious. The food wasn't my favorite so far, but there's an awful lot more to go over the next couple of weeks. Just as I'm walking right now, look at this as a backdrop. Unbelievable. That is actually where we're going to be hiking up tomorrow for the next 2-3 days. So right now we're off to buy some supplies, and we need to get a bunch of snacks, obviously different instant foods that we can make while we're camping, because we're not going to be staying in any yurts. There is a possibility on this hike we're going to be staying completely rural, in tents, by a lake, and hopefully by a river, so we have a water source as well. But for now, I want to say thank you so much for everyone watching this Kyrgyzstan video. My very first day here in Kyrgyzstan, and my first video from Kyrgyzstan, so thank you for watching. There's going to be a lot more to come from this series, and I'm very, very excited to take you around for the next couple of weeks in this beautiful country.